Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If this face is new to you, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Riley, that stands for Rachel Eiler, and I'm on a journey to figure out my life both personally, professionally, and financially. Today, we're talking about August. We're talking about how we're entering the last month of the third quarter. We're talking about how maybe we need to start thinking about our goals for the new year, 2025. We're not talking about how I keep taking a leave of absence. We're just not going to talk about that. It's okay. Truly. It's really okay. I promise I'm fine. I appreciate everyone always curious where I am, but work is just really, really hectic. I also work a side job as well. I do a side hustle. And honestly, this past year has had a lot of change to it. And I really just wanted to take that time to make the changes that I need and adapt and adjust. I only recently just hit my 1-year anniversary of both moving back to New York and then also leaving news and transitioning to my new job. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking about August, and I figured I walk you through a little bit about how I actually set up my monthly budget. This is something I think I struggle with. I know a lot of people struggle with it. It's one thing to kind of have a paycheck every 2 weeks and plan out your bills and all that other stuff, but what about your other spending? So today we're going to jump into my monthly budget and take a look at both my income. I know some people have had questions about what I actually do for my side hustle. We'll talk a little bit about that today. We'll talk about the savings goals that I have not even touched this year. We'll talk about how I put all my money aside to debt and how I actually am contributing more to my debt. So all those questions that you have been asking in my debt payoff, we are going to answer today. So let's hop into my computer and take a look. So this here is my monthly budget dashboard. I do use this every single month. I love this thing. I actually got this off of Etsy. I don't remember the shop's name, but I will link it down below. It was relatively cheap. I think most people know that I have done pen paper a lot of the time, and I still think that's really good. I don't think you need to spend money on an iPad or a computer, Excel sheet, whatever you see these other budgeting people do. I don't think you technically need to do that. I did this because, in the near future, I'm hoping some changes will be coming where my finances look very different, where I could be including a second person into that. So I really wanted to just start getting nitty-gritty details about what I'm spending every single month, aside from my bills, aside from my debt tracking, so on and so forth. Part of this spreadsheet actually does come with a sinking funds tracker and a debt payoff tracker. I don't really use those so much, but this is probably the thing I use the most. So anyway, so as you can see probably at the bottom, I have all my previous months, which we'll go over at the end of the year when we're about to enter 2025. But for now, this is just what we're going to look at. So what I love about it is that it has the income summary, your savings summary, and then as you go down, your expenses, bills, debt, and then you can actually track all of your transactions here. So like when we look at July, I'll just show you a sneak peek of what that looks like. But basically it'll talk about my leftover funds, my income again, and then as I scroll down, it has all of my spending, which definitely helps. And I love also on this side here, it tells you what your biggest spend categories are. And again, the percentage of where your money goes. And again, that'll come in handy when we talk about what I spent in a year, just like I did. If you wanted to see what I spent last year, that video is still up. It came out right before I talked about my plans for 2024 and how much debt I really want to pay off in 2024. So go check that out. But for now, we're going to be taking a look at August, obviously, because we're entering that month, clearly. So anyway, starting with my income, this could change. My income, I work for SUNY, Stony Brook University. It's a SUNY school. I do get paid. I am salary there. However, I'm union. We just got a small percent increase of a raise. So I don't know how true this will be. I think I might actually get a little bit more, or it could look the same because I'm going to hit a different threshold to contribute to my 401k. But for right now, $3,320 is what I typically make in a month if I only am getting 2 paychecks from Stony Brook. I make $60,000 a year, but again, that could go up a little bit because of this. We got an increase in our salaries, like a 2%, 3% increase, and then we also got a location pay bump. So in New York, because we live in a very relatively expensive place, we also get location pay. It's not that much, but every little bit helps, right? So anyway, $3,320 is coming from Stony Brook. My side hustle, this goes and varies. Obviously, I'm hourly. So for my side hustle, I actually do work a second job on the weekend. I work anywhere between 15 to 20 extra hours each week from there. So typically my paycheck varies, of course, because I do also work off commission. But within a month average, I make about $600. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. July was a lot less because I was on vacation. I know September will probably be less because I will be focusing on the opening coverage of students coming back at my main job. So yeah. Other things I have listed here is YouTube, Etsy, and other. YouTube, I am actually going to be getting a paycheck from them. I think it's $100. Thanks to you guys. I appreciate everyone who has liked, subscribed, watched my videos, even during my absence. I really appreciate it. Even though this is such a small number, it's a number, you know, like an extra $100 before taxes does make a difference. It does get contributed, which is great. Etsy. I'm not going to explain it because I'm going to have a separate video about this, but I am going to put 100 down for Etsy as a goal, more so. Wink, wink. Nothing will be up yet, probably when this video comes out. Well, some things are up, but like, go favorite my shop if you can, because I will be having more things listed. I have a tiny little thing listed right now, and I'm slowly adding things throughout the week. So this video is going to come out on August 1st, so only 4 things will be up so far, but stick around. Very exciting things to come. $100, we're going to put that. Other is just typically things that we make from Marketplace. I don't sell a lot on there. It's very rare, or if I freelance or something like that, it'll go over there. As for my saving summaries, I'm leaving this blank. I will have to take out taxes at some point, but I'm not going to really worry about that until I get my YouTube paycheck. I also have not made enough yet this year to pay taxes on anything, to be quite honest with you. So we're just going to leave that blank. So right now, my total monthly income expected or guesstimate or whatever is $4,120. I do always start in my bills. I think whenever you are budgeting, you need to be starting with what your priority is. And for me, that is all of my bills. So I do split all my bills with my partner. So rent is always going to stay the same. That is $1,100. It's actually not a bad price. I do not split this evenly with my partner, but our rent total is $1,850, but my portion is $1,100. Internet is actually something that he covers, because again, I pay more in rent, so he covers the internet. My car insurance, I have to call them. I want everyone's opinion. Progressive for a 2020 Honda, $200. Does that make sense? Like, or is that just me? Do I feel like it's a lot? It used to be $180 or $160, I think. Yeah, it used to be $160 when I first bought it, and now it's gone up to $200. No tickets, no issues, no damage. So I don't know. Should I switch? I'm considering switching to Geico or something because it's just a lot, but I have to call them. Gym membership is $44. Canva, this is my subscription that I use for both Etsy, for YouTube, for other things. So that is actually $12.99 a month. We can round up to $13, honestly. Car wash. I had a car wash subscription at one point. I did get rid of it. It was part of my whole chopping things off the block. I'm actually deathly afraid of car washes. So my partner convinced me to get a membership just to try and face my fear. It has not been faced. I have used it. I do not like it. But I just don't find pleasure in going. I don't care about my car being clean. So in total, my bills is $1,000. And that's the other thing I love about this is that it will tell you your total below. So altogether, my bills comes to $1,356. Whoa. I'm just going to round up. It's 13. It's not That's going to bother me. Comes to $1,357. Over to my federal loan. Again, my federal loan is, I have two different types of student loans. Federal is the one that I take care of currently. If you want to know the beef on that, just go watch my debt videos. No beef, I promise. I appreciate every single one of you, both positive and negative. Truly, I do. I appreciate you. Don't come for me. Okay. My federal student loan is $284.85. This also ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's $285, sometimes it's $282. It just really depends on which loan I'm paying off first. So I have, I think, 7 consolidated loans in my federal student loans, so it ebbs and flows of what the percentage is and what I'm paying towards the principal and interest. So currently the last couple of months it's been $285-ish, so I'm gonna round down, and I think last month it was $284.85, so we're just gonna keep it that way. Private student loan, again, we're not talking about it. Discover, this is my credit card that we do need to be focusing on relatively soon. However, right now I am slowly snowballing everything, and I will do another debt update probably soon. Or I might just wait till the end of the year. I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, my Citi card is paid off. If you want to know how much debt I have paid off already in 2024, go check out my last video. I've made tremendous progress in my opinion, and it's been a really good year financially, pushing myself to get out of debt. My car loan is $435.48. Yeah, I know. We're not going to talk about it. My Peloton is also something very exciting. As of today, when I'm filming this, which is July 31st, I have paid off my Peloton. In a month, literally. Just 1 month, I paid off my Peloton. A lot of people told me to get rid of the Peloton, but honestly, like, I'm a firm believer that, you know, no, you should not obviously finance gym equipment, but like, I really needed to make sure that my health was a priority while I was paying off debt. And I already had the Peloton. A lot of people wanted me to get rid of it, but again, like, the Peloton is what keeps me mentally stable, I feel like, sometimes, as well as physically healthy. So anyway, as for my parents, that is the next debt we are going to be paying off. So I do owe my parents $4,000. My mother calls it $3,900 because she bought a bookcase for me, but $4,000, I'm rounding it up that way. So to get this done, my goal is pretty much this. I want this to be the last thing that I pay off for 2024. So it's $4,000. It is a little bit chunky, but again, just like I've been doing, every single paycheck is just whatever is left over, it is going to that debt payoff. So this month I am really going to be trying to pay $1,200 to my parents, and again, this will probably be the case for the next 3 months, so stick around for that. So my debt payoff is $2,200.33. Again, this is a little high. I don't have minimums from my parents. Like, I told them I'd rather pay them in full, and they kind of just agreed with me on that. My parents have been really appreciative of and proud, I guess, of all the work I've been putting into paying off my debt and becoming financially free. You know, they know the feeling very, very well. And so we're getting it done. And that was my goal this year, was to just get as much debt paid off as possible and definitely pay back my parents. Some people have told me that my parents should be the last thing that I pay off because there's no interest and there's no minimum payment. But at the end of the day, like, there is a big change coming in 2025 that I'll talk about in one of my next videos. And we are going to be putting a pause on my debt payments for something. And I know all of you are probably like, what is that? What are you doing? Why would you do that? It makes sense, and we've gotten a lot of different opinions on it from family, friends, experts, all that stuff. So we're just going to do it this way. So far then, between my bill summary and my debt tracker, we have $562.67 to play with. I am, for shits and giggles, going to round up to $436 because I hate that there's, where else is, And I'm going to round this up too, actually, because I hate that there's cents. Oops. Okay. So that means we have $562 to work with. So that's when I go into expenses and I start like thinking about what I want this to be for like my groceries, my gas, my, everything like that. So for my grocery, and I always play around with this. So I always start with what I know is gonna, even though these are my variable expenses and they ebb and flow, like there are some things that just don't change on a monthly basis. So like my laundry, we do not have a laundry unit in our apartment. It's very, very sad. So we spend about $20 a month to go do laundry at the laundromat. Medical, I do have a doctor's appointment this month. I don't know if I have a copay or not. I don't think I do, but just to play it safe, I'm going to put $25 for my copay. For my nails, I've just actually been doing my nails myself, and they're looking semi-decent. And so I'm going to see if I can go August without spending money on my nails. I'm not really sure. I might cave in and say, yeah, let's do it. But for right now, I think I'm just like not going to. For personal, I am getting a haircut. My hair is a little too long. It's shedding quite a bit. My bangs, how I know I need a haircut is when my bangs are down to my chin. That's how you know you need a haircut. I have been putting it on. I used to religiously go get my hair cut 6 to 8 weeks. Every 6 to 8 weeks. But in New York, hairstylists are expensive. Oh my gosh, like I forgot how much I really actually enjoyed living in the Midwest. And when I needed to go get a haircut and it cost me almost $100 for just a haircut. It was insane to me, but it was crazy. So I finally found a girl who is not $100. So I'm going to put down $60 for my haircut. That will include my tip. She will charge me, I think for a style, like for a cut and blow dry, it'll cost me $45. So I'm going to give her a $15 tip basically. So, $60 for that. Household, I don't think we need anything for household, to be quite honest with you. My partner pretty much usually gets things for the household, and I don't need anything. So household is going to be $0. Car maintenance, this is something I definitely need to start thinking about, because I really need an oil change. My oil change is covered until September, but I know I need a tire rotation. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go to my dealership because they just are the ones. I'm probably going to shop around just a little bit, but because when I bought my car, I don't know, they always throw in like the free oil changes for a year or whatever. So I'm just going to do that. And I do need to get an alignment though, really, really badly. So I'm going to shop around for that though. Cool. For groceries, I think we can get away with $150 this month. And for gas, I think we can do, $80 maybe. Okay. So for groceries, I'm going to pick like an odd number. I'm going to do the 167 because then I have $50 to work with. And then for date night, I'm going to, for date night, I think I'm going to do 35, and then this $15 need to go somewhere. Where do I want to put it though? Maybe I'll just do $12.15 then for my parents. Yeah, we'll do that. So in total, my income is going to be $4,120 estimated. My expenses are going to be $547. My bills is $1,357, and then my debt is going to be $2,216. So it definitely ebbs and flows. Again, every single month is a little bit different. a lot of changes are coming in the near future, but I kind of just wanted to talk about how I did it. Also thinking ahead, as you know, we are entering August, soon it's going to be fall, then it's going to be the new year. You know, I really think it is important to think early about the goals that you want to set. For me personally, like, I know by December, January, I really want to be able to put more money into savings as well as paying off the debt. And it takes hard work. Part of the reason why I want to come back to YouTube and Etsy and all those things is because when I worked really hard at it, I did really well with it. And I think for myself, not that I've been making excuses that I'm not good enough to do these things. It's more of just, should I be dedicating my time elsewhere where I know I'm going to get that paycheck? Hence my side job. You know, I really do love working there, but at the same time, I'm also trying to think about the health of myself, my relationship. You know, I give up my weekends quite a bit. I work every single weekend, which is not bad. I love working, don't get me wrong, I really do. But at the end of the day, there are times where I'm just really burnt out, or there's things that my partner wants to do, or my partner and I don't get to see each other a lot, or there's just other people and friends I want to go see, or things I want to go do, and I can't. And I understand that right now this time is sacrifice, and I feel like I've been sacrificing a lot this year, and I don't regret it because it has gotten me very, very far, but again, I just really want to either keep this job and work 10 times harder at the YouTube and Etsy thing, or, you know, and then quit my job, or whatever it may be. Like, I just think it's really important to start thinking about those things. I will be doing a cash budgeting video very, very soon. It'll come out after this one. So make sure you are hitting subscribe, you're liking this video, and you're turning on those bell notifications so you never miss a video from me. Because let's be honest, I don't even know when I'm going to be posting videos, but I appreciate every single one of you who does support this channel, and my journey to figure out my life personally, professionally, and financially. It means a lot to me. That's really all I got to say today. Until next time, I'll see you then.